Hi, Jiego. We are at the culmination event of the 12-week Block Dojo Incubator program here in the Philippines, and you have been one of the startup entrepreneurs who's been part of it. I just want to find out what are your key takeaways and learnings from the program.
So this whole 12-week experience was actually a very transformative experience for me. I have learned a lot from the different mentors, the different team members in the Block Dojo community, the Block Dojo team. And the key learnings that I have is to actually listen to your customers, listen to your target market, find out what their pain points, their frustrations are, because you can't create an idea without validating it with your users, because this is where you'll find the value of what you'll be doing. So it was a very tedious process for us. It took us about a month in just validating what the problem actually is. You will be constantly tested. You'll be constantly challenged if this is the right problem that you'll actually be solving. And after that, once you nail the problem down, you'll focus more on the solution, and then you'll also be building your go-to-market strategies, your branding, how you'll be doing your PR. It's a very holistic approach in how to actually build your business from scratch, and I'm very grateful for Block Dojo in giving me the lessons in the 12 weeks that we've worked together.
You mentioned solving problems, right? And I know that in the beginning, when I first interviewed you at the boot camp, your company was still new, and now it has evolved and changed. And just briefly tell me what your company is now, FleetHive, what it is, and why choose to go towards this direction.
So when we pitch Neum to our to our target users in our interviews, they were initially happy with what they saw, but it wasn't really solving the inherent problems that actually need solving. In terms of driver safety, that's what we're trying to solve. But in terms of their problem, the problems of trucking companies is that they're having a really hard time looking for leads, looking for clients, or looking for trips. That's why we pivoted to FleetHive, because what we wanted to do is to allow these trucking SMEs to actually engage directly to the bigger players without having to go through to the subcon process. That's the initial idea. Then it grew immensely to include also the load sharing aspect, which became the main feature of our product. Because what we wanted to solve here is that a lot of the trucks are only paid for one way, but they don't have any cargo going back. So it eats up a lot of their profits, and that's the problem that we wanted to solve immediately. Since the return trips back home is already a sunk cost for these companies, what we wanted to do is give them additional bits of revenue by getting loads or getting trips from where they came from, and maximizing their load capacity or their cargo space going back.
Got it, got it. Now, within the 12 weeks, coming into the program, what was your understanding of blockchain back then? And how does that compare to your understanding of blockchain right now?
That's a very good question. Before, I thought of blockchain as cryptos, as NFTs. Essentially, I already have a very beginner's mindset on it being a sense of ownership for a certain kind of thing. But then with Block Dojo, it taught me how to use it at an enterprise level, how you can use and leverage the data that you can generate, the sense of ownership over, for example, the trucks, your licenses, everything. It can actually be used for improving certain operations of different kinds of businesses. And that's what we wanted to capitalize on here. In FleetHive's case, what we wanted to use blockchain on is basically still the digital driver passport to monitor driver credentials, their driving performance. It's still in FleetHive, but at the same time, what we wanted to use blockchain on is to have a proof of trust in every step of the logistics journey, from onboarding to dispatch to delivery, and even have a proof of delivery that is stored in blockchain.
Makes sense. It's the investors' night, and I just want to find out how your experience tonight went, and any conversations that maybe would pique our interest that you'd like to share.
So there were a lot of conversations actually that is both positive and a little bit of a negative, but just because they wanted to challenge the idea. So I've found potential partners and potential investors already that are willing to see where this goes. And at the same time, I've also met with people that are challenging the idea with the hopes of making it a little bit better, because they do say that I'm on the right track. But at the same time, I have a lot of things to consider, like the regulatory aspects of it, the legal aspects of it. So they're giving me some advice on how I can turn this around and make this a very profitable company. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations tonight. You did great. And of course, keep us posted.
Of course, I will. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jiego.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Blockchain 101, your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain.